Hi all, this is Robert Stoll, the Stoll Review, and I've noticed a lot of people, especially in Gamergate now, trying to run their own live streams through Google Hangout on Air and kind of struggling with it. And I can really understand why it's not as user-friendly as it possibly should be. And so I just wanted to take this moment to show people how to exactly run their own event. So, yeah, let's get right down to it. And so, as you can see through your channel, if you come up here on the Google interface, click on your little icon up there and click on Creator Studios. You'll be given this page, which is kind of your central hub. You have your videos, you have some stats. If you're a lazy bastard like me who doesn't really do much but put up content, you, you get this sort of stuff, and you have comments down below. But what you're really going to be focusing on if you are doing a live event is under Video Manager, Live Events, and it'll take you to this screen. And so right now this is my live event, but let's go ahead and let's start a new event. And so I'm not going to go live now. In fact, let's say I'm going to be hosting something at 1 o'clock p.m. and test post. You can enter in your information, do a bit of a description, blah blah, add tags. I really suggest you add tags because this is the way that you're going to get people watching your stuff. This is the way you're going to get the attention that you really need. So you might enter something like uh, Gamergate, and then you hit the comma, and then it enters in as a tag. And then let's say you are talking about a video game. So you can go here, type in video, it pops up with a list of suggestions, video game. So you click enter, and so on and so forth. And so you can share on Twitter, and if you have your accounts linked here and here. And for the normal Hangout, I really do suggest that you do the custom Hangout on Air. But if you wanted to, you could use an emulator, and there are tutorials out there for setting up a Google Hangout using something other than Google Hangouts on Air, and that's extremely possible, and that's going to be here under the Customs option. Anyways, you then hit Event. Note that this is set for a later date, and once you hit that button, then you have this. You've now officially created a entry. And now I'm not going to hit this button because I'm currently in this Hangout on Air. But once you hit that, then you come to a display much like this. And it's going to be really freaky. I'm sorry about the sort of mirror effect there. But it'll be basically just this outline right here. And so you have your group comments, and this button right here, it will say start broadcast once it loads up, and that's what you'll click on to go live. You can also do other things, such as if you go to your control room, you can see that since I'm the only person here, you can, um, there's this only entry, but like if you had guests, they would appear down below with a UI very much like this, and you can toggle their audio, toggle their video, and control their volume in case someone's really loud or someone's mic feeds back a bunch. You can also do things like load YouTube. There, you can get custom apps like Roll20, which does D&D style dice rollers and things like that. And you can also add different content, like Draw, which gives anyone on video mustaches and things like that. You can have sound things. You can even install this thing called Hangout Toolbox. And so let's say we have Hangout Toolbox loaded right here. You can actually keep tabs on the comments that you get by, I believe, adding the current. So let's try here. Well, so I believe you can add the URL to your YouTube video here. And once you press add, then you'll track the live comments that live stream receives, or your live stream. So I highly suggest using that. And this also has some other functionality, but this is sort of just a base sort of tutorial. And to share your screen, for example, you come up here down to screen share, and you can't really see it, but it'll pop up with a list of screens, and you can share any single one of your windows or your main screen. And that's extremely useful to some people. There's also a YouTube app that's pretty self-explanatory. And so when you're done with a Hangout, you just come down here and press stop broadcast right there. And I'm not going to do it now because obviously we're still going live. But once you do, then it'll stop and it'll then go through the work of immediately uploading it to your channel. And this is one of the better forms that I've seen. It's quicker, it's easier than, say, using Skype. It doesn't have things like streaming games, but using the custom function and using instructions on using the custom function, you can pretty easily load up, say, like some sort of game footage here, and it's really a quality tool, sort of despite some of its flaws. Anyways, this has been Robert Stoll's Stoll Review with just a quick look at Google Hangouts. And actually one more thing. And so to invite people on, I'm sorry, you come up here and in your top bar, which you can do things like mute your microphone. You couldn't hear me then because I had the mic off. You can turn the camera on and off. You can change some bandwidth settings. You can change your settings for what devices you use for playback video and sound capture. And finally, to invite people up here, you'll notice a little icon that looks like a person with a plus sign next to them. You click on that, and there's going to be this link here. And this is the link that you send to anyone either through Twitter, through Facebook, or if they're on Google Plus and you can sort of swing that. I've had some problems with this in the past, but some people have more success with it than others. You can add their names in and they'll be sent an email, they'll be sent a notification that they've been invited on. Either way, whichever one you want, both work well enough anyways. And with that, I wish any budding streamer much success and hopefully a fruitful career getting people onto their show. Anyways, this has been Robert Stoll Review with just a quick tutorial, and you all have a nice day.